Well, we finally made it. Here it is, day 30 of 30 Deeds, 30 Days. We are at our last deed, the American Cancer Society, and it's pretty cool because I've been able to get some help from a couple of my celebrity friends like Good Charlotte, Selena Gomez, and today one of my friends, Jason Derulo, a couple of #1 hits, better. He's going to come down to the Hope Lodge with me, and we're going to walk around, we're going to chat with some patients, we're going to talk about what they have going on, and kind of take some of the pressures and the pains away, and they get to meet a star. How cool is that? So Jason Derulo will be coming in a minute, we'll head inside, and then we'll get going on deed number 30. So I think he's around here somewhere. Hey.
So it's truly Jason Derulo.
Alright, so real quick, what we're doing is we're blocking traffic on the sidewalk. 30 Deeds, 30 Days. I'm volunteering for a different charity every day. And today is the Hope Lodge, American Cancer Society. They're going to give us a tour. We're going to hang out with some of the patients, kind of lift their spirits because they're going through a lot right now.
Absolutely.
So we will do. I will sing and you will talk.
Okay.
Okay, no. You sing, I'll talk. But yes, 30 Deeds, 30 Days, Jason and I are going to head in now. Okay, first things first, the tour. Let's meet our tour guide.
She's going to be the one taking us on the tour today, and then after we come down, we'll introduce you to some of our guests and folks that are here to meet you and say hello.
Awesome.
Sound good?
Let's get started. Yeah, let's get started.
All right.
Let's boogie. Yeah, they're all coming. Yep.
So our Hope Lodge New York City is one of 30 Hope Lodges in the country, and what we do is we provide free lodging for cancer patients traveling to New York City for treatment. So the two main requirements are that you have to be receiving active outpatient cancer treatment and live an hour or more away from your treatment center. So all sorts of studies are done, needs assessments, and what they find is that a lot of people were foregoing the treatment they needed because they couldn't afford a place to stay. And you guys know the prices of hotel rooms in New York City. How do they afford to stay
Even
here?
a cheap hotel in New York's $200 a night.
Yeah, that's like the least is $200 a night.
$1,400 a week over a month. You're looking at like $5,000.
Exactly. So people that were choosing to come here were, going bankrupt, mortgaging their home, those kind of things.
And because they have to pay for treatment on top of that.
Yeah, some people have to pay for treatment because insurance doesn't cover all clinical trials and that kind of stuff.
And not everybody's a rock star.
Not everyone's a rock star.
You're a superstar.
Very true.
They can't all afford it.
Not everyone's a rock star. So they are kind of rock stars, but in a different way, I
Different
suppose.
kinds of rock stars.
Exactly.
Different kind of superstars.
That's right. So we are sort of the adult answer to a lot of the pediatric housing that goes on throughout the country. We are completely free of charge to our guests. So we're the only free lodging facility in New York City, and it's much different than you would envision a free lodging facility to be, I think.
You got a nice library.
We have a really nice library. So we're also a green building, so you'll notice a lot of the windows, a lot of big windows around. We're LEED's Gold certified. I think we're the first green nonprofit in New York City, so it's good for the environment and good for our guests.
Saving
too.
lives and the planet.
We do it all.
We're all together. Good job.
And I think Amma and Paula are going to stick around to talk later after our tour is done, so you can find out more about their experiences
Awesome.
here if you have time. And feel free to interrupt with any questions. We have all sorts of events and activities. So the idea of Hope Lodge is that we're not just a place to stay. We offer all sorts of support for our guests, whether it's wellness activities, complementary therapies, or just like fun social events and activities. So tonight we have a dinner here at 6. Some pretty crazy karaoke parties.
What's on the menu?
Bingo. I don't know what's on tonight, actually. They usually have, it's pretty healthy.
Well, I'm angling for an invitation. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, I thought you had an event tonight.
No, free dinner. I mean, that changes the game.
6 p.m. 6 p.m.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what's on the menu.
The dinners are some of the best times at Hope Lodge, though, because everyone gets to know each other, and it really takes people's mind off of what's going on in their lives. So it's nice escape. And these are maps of where our guests have been from so far. So we opened our doors in November of 2007, so we'll be celebrating our 3-year anniversary this year. Is that right? Is my math right?
No,
yes.
you good. You good.
Time flies. And in that time, we've served about 5,000 people from 22 countries and 46 states. So the #1 state that we serve is New York State. Our requirement is that you have to live an hour or more away from your cancer treatment center. So that could be like Staten Island or Brooklyn. And then it can be across the country, it can be across the world.
Or it could be the Philippines.
That's right, it could be the Philippines. And something really important to remember is that people aren't coming to New York City for your easy-to-treat cancers. They're not coming for, necessarily like your stage 1 breast cancer that you can have taken care of at their hospital at home. They're really coming for clinical trials, for specialists. Like a lot of times it's their last chance at survival in New York City. So in a way, Hope Lodge saves lives by allowing people to access the treatment they need.
Absolutely.
So this is where the guests actually stay.
This is like
normal
living place.
quarters.
Like if I was a guest and I needed your services, I would be on a floor like this.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I always knock just in case.
So you never know what's happening in
You
there.
never know.
Have you ever walked in on somebody?
Yes, I have actually.
It's essentially a hotel room.
Yeah, it's essentially a hotel room. Some rooms have king beds, some rooms have twin beds. We do try to accommodate relationship to caregiver for bed type the best we can. But like I said, it's one of our smaller rooms. Everyone has a nice flat screen TV, a DVD player, a lot of windows. Because we're a green building, the carpets are squares. If something happens, we can just lift it out, that kind of thing. So it's nice and homey and cozy, but spacious. And for those of you that live in New York City, there's a lot of closet space too, which is important and an anomaly here.
Is there a Gideon Bible?
There's not a Gideon Bible.
Come on, if it's gonna be like a hotel, there's
Not
gonna be a Gideon Bible.
We're a non-religious space here.
Just a Gideon book with
yeah.
blank pages.
No, there's not. There's in most rooms actually. In this one, it disappeared. But in most rooms, we have a journal, and a guest will write a message, and it stays in the room, and then the next guest can see it. So yeah, it's really nice. So.
If I was a patient and needed, I'd be really thankful for this.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's kind of funny when we check guests in for the first time. A lot of times they'll get up here and they'll be like, "Are you sure it's free?" Like they're scared I'm going to slip them a bill or something. And a lot of guests are very moved by it because, like I said, people are coming from all over the country and all over the world, and they have no idea what they're getting themselves into. Coming to a new city, New York City, near Penn Station, is scary, right?
Yeah.
So when they come here, they feel like very comfortable and a huge sense of relief. And then to see the quality, they feel deserving, deserving of nice things in a nice, comfortable space, which I think is really important for people to maintain their dignity while they're going through cancer treatment. So the lodging aspect and the fact that it's free is really secondary to all of the other benefits of staying at Hope Lodge. Like when they leave, they're not talking about like, oh, it was free lodging, and they're talking about the friendships they made and just like how everything sort of changed for them when they came to Hope Lodge. So it's really, really inspiring.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like, because they spend their days in the treatment center, this doesn't feel like a treatment center at all.
People say that all the time. They're like, if it weren't for the cancer, this would have been the best vacation we ever had.
Now that we've gotten the full tour, it's time to sit down with some of the patients. I'd like you to meet somebody I like to call Paula. I call her that because that's her name.
I've had 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so I stopped what I was doing. I called my parents and my mom. I'm from California. I just started living here. My mom flew out to take care of me and started the process of going through chemo and stuff. I got really sick, landed in the hospital for about a month, and in that time, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. So, and she knew about it. She knew she had it, but she wanted to take care of me first and then take care of herself when all was said and done. But my oncologist, being the very amazing oncologist she was like, no, Maria, you're getting a biopsy to make sure, and the moment we know what's going on, you and Paula are starting chemo at the same time, and you guys don't worry about where you're going to live, what you're going to do, come to Hope Lodge. So that was in October. In November, we moved to Hope Lodge, and so Mom and I were here until about September, and then we flew back so that Mom could be with my dad and stuff, and I could take some time off. And in the meantime, Mom got sick again. Mom died in December. So I stayed and took care of my dad in the house and was like waiting to come back for reconstruction, and I waited and I waited and I waited. Finally came back in June, house sat, stayed with friends while I got my stuff together again to get reconstructed. And when I got tested, so the plastic surgeon and the breast surgeon wanted to make fully sure that I was 100% better. They had me run tests, and in those tests they found that the cancer had come back, and it's in my lymph, my lung, and my liver. And again, didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go. Called up people here at Hope Lodge. Well, my social worker called them up here at Hope Lodge, and they said, "Come on back. We'll have a room for you. If you need someone to take care of you, go ahead and let them know. Then we'll have a space for them." And then I came back, and that's been it.
You've been through a lot.
And then some. Yeah.
Wow, and you're so happy. Well, how are you so happy? Like when we walked in, when we met you, you were smiling. You've been through so much.
I'm alive.
And you're just thankful.
I'm so grateful. I'm in the best place possible. I trust my team of doctors. I trust American Cancer Society. I have this. I have the tools. I have the wigs. I have the makeup, I have the comfortable Uggs. I'm comfortable. I have no reason to complain.
Well, since your mom passed away, I mean, do you have somebody here with you now?
My aunt just left last week, and I know I have friends they can call and, hey, can you come be with me? Can you come meet me for chemo? So I know I'm not alone, and I'm covered.
That's good.
Yeah.
What's been the best part of being here for you?
Not
I know
having
they
to
offer
worry
so many
about
things.
rent and not having to worry about being alone all the time.
I mean, having a support system and being able
Yeah.
to financially
Yeah,
afford it.
yeah,
Because it's free.
yeah, it's free.
Wow.
And and every floor, that we all manage to, because we all have the same conversation. There's a cancer conversation going on. You know, you can just unload, and they know exactly what you're coming from. You don't have to put on the happy face. You don't have to pretend everything is okay when it's not. It's refreshing. It's relaxing. They manage to take as much stress away from you as possible, so you have nothing to worry about except for whatever's going on in the worst neighborhood you're in.
It must have been so hard for you because you and your mother had the same thing. Both had breast cancer. You're fighting for your life. She's fighting for hers.
We were a team.
And she lost her fight. That must have been emotionally so hard for you.
And my dad was way out of town a lot, so I was the one staying at home with mom while she was going through. And when she started deteriorating, it was the same thing with having to lift her and having to feed her again, and just seeing her deteriorate and worrying because she didn't have the same cancer as I did, but in the back of my mind I was like, oh my God, I'm only 31.
Yeah, and you're afraid, and I imagine that you're seeing what's happening to your mom, thinking you're looking into your future.
I'm traumatized.
Well, I can't imagine that.
And it's something that you at my age, no one thinks about.
You have such a great attitude because you're like, I'm here. You know, when you said that, like I'm here, like I'm comfortable, and you've been through more than I think either of us.
Absolutely.
I mean, definitely, we've never been through anything like that. Hopefully, we never have to go through that. And hopefully, there are millions of other people that never have to go through that.
And that's why I don't mind talking. I don't mind supporting and being whatever they need of me. I mean, by all means.
Thank you really for sharing your story because you've been through so much, and I mean, just in this brief moment here, and I think I can speak for you. I mean, you've inspired me because I mean, you're so happy. Like, look at you, you're smiling.
It's really inspiring because so many people always think they have it so hard. So many people think like they're going through so much, but they have no idea what the next person might be going through. And to see you in your spirits is so inspiring.
I have my down days, don't get me wrong, but I choose my day. I can choose how to go anyway.
Absolutely, you have the right to choose what your day is like.
Yeah.
You have the right to choose how you feel on that day.
Mm-hmm.
You can say today I'm gonna be excited. Today I'm gonna be happy that I'm here. I'm living.
Yeah, and that's what I get to do.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, you keep that attitude. Just by you having this great disposition that you have now, you can raise somebody else's spirits, help their treatment along, and so you don't lose this happiness, this joy, this light inside of you, because I can see it and I can feel it and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I won't.
Okay, officially 30 Deeds, 30 Days is done. Today was my 30th day, and Jason Derulo was nice enough to take time out of his schedule to help me out, so thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. So we should end it off with a bang. Should I
punch me in the face? All right then. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out here.
My pleasure, man. Thank you for inviting me, man.
Yeah, it was a good time. We had some fun. We learned a lot.
We did.
I know you had a good time.
I did have a good time.
People here are so nice, right?
Yes, they are. Really.
They like you. They love you.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of
They
teenagers.
don't like you so much.
I don't know what it is about me. But when you're standing next to this guy, nobody pays attention.
No, stop.
But that's it. 30 is 30 days. Day 30. All done.
Man, I wanted to thank you, man, for the 30-day, 30 days thing, man. That was brilliant, man. I appreciate what you're doing.
Oh,
man.
you're
a beautiful
welcome.
thing. Yeah. Not enough people are like you, man.
Look at this guy. You're so nice.
Oh, man.
Maybe we'll talk.
It takes a real man.
All right, we're all done. We're going to keep hugging.